Hi guys, this tutorial is all about how to create reports in the ServiceTracker system. What you need to do first of all is just decide what information you want to get out of this report. Is there another way of getting that data, perhaps using some of the views which are on a different tutorial? Or is it something you're only going to use once and then going to throw away? So when you're thinking of building a report, you just need to be careful because these things can grow and grow and grow, and all of a sudden you've got hundreds of reports in the system. The other thing to learn is that when you go into your reports folder, so you click on reports at the top, I'll show you how to do this in Lightning as well next. You've got loads of reports already in the system, so you don't always have to just jump straight in and say, right, I'm going to create a brand new report. That's where some people get a bit lost. What you want to do, again, think about what you want this report to do for you, and then you can start reusing some of the old reports. As long as I'm in this screen and I can see all folders, I can use this search. So if I wanted all completed visits today, for example, I would start by searching for the word complete, and then this kind of limits my list. And I've already got visits complete, and I've already got visits complete this month. So I can reuse some of these reports. I can go into visits complete, for example, just take a look around. So my report is showing completion date this week, and you can see it's filtered by completed visits, and then in the bottom there I've got my report results. I can just come in and customize this report, and I can just change the range to say today, for example. I can add more filters if I need to. So all you do there is look over on the left hand side, find a field that you want to filter by, could be anything at all, and just drag that into the top. Okay, and then you can filter by whatever you want. You just put the details in, okay, and then that will filter your reports. You can also add information into your report, again using this little quick find. I could just type the word description, for example. It's all headed, clients schedule visits, and I'm just going to drag visit description, and where it goes green, if it's red then you can't drag it there, but when it goes green, let go of your mouse. And now I've just added in the visit description. As you can see, this is in our preview window. I've got no visits completed today, so there you go. Straight away I can see there's no visits being completed. I can always manually change these things as well. So let's see what happened yesterday. Okay, so I can see what happened yesterday. And again, you don't have to save it. You can just say, right, that's the information I want, run report, and then do whatever you like with it, export it, print it, look at the results. If you wanted to reuse this report for next time, I always recommend using the time frame kind of default filters. So instead of physically writing in the dates, you could just say yesterday, and now every time I run this report, it's always looking at yesterday, even if I run it weeks from now. And that's me just customizing an existing report. I can then save as, give it a name, and then save it in the folder of my choice. Save. That's by far the easiest way to do things. Find an existing report, customize, and then drag fields into it. Use your filters at the top to kind of filter by whatever data you want, and then either save it or just run it as a one-time thing, and off it goes. If you're going to be creating brand new reports, you click on reports, you can click on new report, and then this gives you a set of report types. So if you wanted to just run maybe a list of all your clients in the system, you could just expand this section under clients and contacts, click on clients, click create, and then I'm back in that report builder. Be careful, because when it says show, it's only looking at clients where you're the assigned owner. So you can just drop that down and say show me everything. And again, another thing to look out for, this date field, it always puts something in there. You can just wipe that out. So now we're looking at every single customer in the system. In the same way I explained, you can then drag things in. So if I wanted to see the postcode, for example, I I can just drag that into my report. If I wanted to see the street, I can drag that into my report. At the moment, I'm looking at absolutely everything, but maybe I just want to see customers. So you can either look on the left-hand side here, let's have a look at type, for example, and drag that in. Or if it's already in the layout, you can just drag that into the top. And then let's say we only want to see customers. There you go, there's all my customers. Run report. And now I've got myself a customer report, which I can print off, do whatever I like with, click into these records. I don't have to save it, but I can click save as, and then save that as a client list if I really wanted to. There's lots of other ways to do reports. So new report again, this time you want to see visits, for example. So I'm just searching the list for visits, and then I pick the one I want. So let's see clients with contracts and visits. Click on that one. So again, look out for this bit here, show all clients, take the dates out. Now I'm looking at every single visit in the system. And now I can start to add information into my report, and then I can start to filter it. So let's say we wanted due date, due start this month. So there's all my visits for this month, but I'm also looking at completed visits. Perhaps I only want to see open visits. So now I can do like the status, so visit status, drag that into my filter, and I can say it's just not equal to complete. So there's all my visits which are open, they haven't been completed yet. And then I might want to think, well, this is all good, it's a big long list of all the reports, but I want to see who's actually assigned to these visits. So I can put in my resource. So under visits, let's put in the resource name, drag that into the report. Great. But I don't want to be sifting through the whole list. Perhaps I just want to see a summary of all the visits per person. This is where I can change this from just a simple tabular view into a summary report. I click on that summary, and then I can drag, see where it says drop a field here, I can drag my resource name into there. And now I'm looking at all the visits for this month which are still open, and then they're summarized by the person they're assigned to. So now I can start to see who's got what, how many records people are working with, and so on and so on. You can add more summaries, so you could put in, for example, due date. So I'm just going to drag that into the list. And using these summaries, I can just click on the drop down arrow and say group dates by perhaps the week. So let's see what this looks like. Click on run report. I can see that week commencing, well, there's only one record outstanding, and then I can see the week commencing the 3rd, there's quite a few, and then the week commencing the 10th, again there's quite a few. So you can see who's got the most visits to do in that particular time frame. And again, it's just more workable looking at it in a summary view because you can see what's going on. You can print it, export it, or you can save it. So that's basically it. Just kind of repeat that method of either looking for an existing report or creating a brand new one. The more you use it, the more you get used to it. If you're in the Lightning experience, it's the same process, it just looks a little bit different. So again, you can always click onto an existing report, or you can search for it. But this time, you'll see there's no customize button. What you've got to do there is click on edit over in the top right hand side. And then you've got this view. So the first outline tab is where you add your columns. So you can add, for example, the due date, due finish. Click on it, it adds it. You can drag and drop it. And then you've got your filters on a different tab. So you can add a filter. So let's put resource name equals or contains Mike. just an example, and now I'm filtering the report. It's the same process as before, where you can run the report, have a look at it. Yep, that's all I need. I'm happy with the results. You can export it if you really wanted to, or you can save or save as if you want to save that record or report for another day. So if you use the classic version, go ahead, start playing around with your reports. If you're using the Lightning version, and you just need to get into the same area, reports, and then either search or pick a report or click on new report, and then you can start using the same kind of features that I showed you in classic then. If you've got any questions, please let us know.